Hey guys, we are out here in Borrego Springs. I wanted to just pull over here and kind of show my setup that I've got for getting internet virtually anywhere, and it's a small setup. We are going to hook this up, the Starlink Mini cable and a portable battery, and we'll use the mount here that will slide into the Starlink Mini. But what I did purchase on this, I'll put links to everything in the description, but what I did purchase, so this is the white piece of the basic mount that comes with the Starlink, so that you can mount this to a pole or to whatever you might put in there. But they make these small, or I should say camera tripod type adapters that you can mount this then onto a tripod. So all it is really kind of a hockey puck type disc that drops in there, tighten it down, and then you can attach whatever you want, whether it's attaching this directly to a tripod if you want to set this up in your campsite and put it up on a tripod, or if you want to do what I've got here, a RAM ball mount, and be able to hook it up to something like this RAM mount that I've got on the back of my motorcycle here. So really simple setup. And the crazy thing is this is going to get powered by this power pack that has a couple USB-C ports, a regular USB port on it, but the two USB-C ports put out enough watts to drive the Starlink Mini. From the test that I've had doing this, I've taken this camping before. I've sat around a campsite, my wife and I, and with both our laptops through this setup, and that battery lasts for about at least an hour and a half, I would say. Just the basic stuff that we were doing. We were doing a lot of heavy uploads or downloads, but certainly on YouTube and all the normal things that people might be doing online, whether it's work-related stuff, checking email, all that stuff. But yeah, really simple setup. Battery and a cable. Literally all you need is this right here. Because the last time I went camping, I just had these three, and I just laid the Starlink Mini on the picnic table that was at our campsite and just kind of pointed it in the direction. I think I put something underneath it to kind of tilt it up into the kind of the northwest part of the sky. But yeah, let's set this up here and we'll turn it on and just see what kind of signal that we can actually pick up out here. We're out in the desert of Borrego Springs. Coyote Campground is down that way about, 3 or 4 miles, and then beyond that is Sheep Canyon Campground. And I think you can get to Coyote Campground, which is really just dispersed camping. There's really no facilities or anything out there. But if you were out there, you're not going to have a signal, you're not going to have cell service. So if you had something like this, you could still make Wi-Fi calls, still get access if you needed. Yeah, let's hook this up and we'll see what kind of signal we can get. All right, we have the Starlink mounted on the back. Obviously not something you'd want to do while you're riding, but and we could probably mess with this orientation a little bit, but it literally took me 2 minutes to slide in the mounting plate on the back of this and just mount it to that RAM ball tripod mount and just attach to this. So I mean, this is an example of just using on a motorcycle, but I mean, this can be done on anything, an RV, what have you. You'll notice that our little battery pack here, we're at 100%, but we are drawing power, and I've got the Starlink app up, which it has taken a second here to kind of calculate orientation and just kind of see where you are. Starlink's connected. It's doing a software update, so we are connected. We've got Wi-Fi. Oh, we're online. It's doing a software update, so we'll give it a chance here and let it finish downloading that software update. But it's showing 2 devices on my MacBook Pros in the back of the near here, so it automatically connected to the Starlink as well. So pretty cool. This is I mean, about as minimal of a setup that you can get. The other thing that was pretty amazing with this, at the campground that my wife and I were at recently, I walked away probably a good 50 to 75 yards away from our campsite while this was running, and she was back there on her laptop. And I went in to use a restroom that was on site at the campground, and I was shocked that my phone was still attached to this and still getting an awesome signal. So just a really cool setup. So we are still downloading our software update. So this thing will download the software update and then restart the Starlink here. But I will put the links to the battery source, because not every source that's using a USB-C like this is putting out enough watts to drive this. One of the things that I was really surprised by, and I need to check it again, but I initially plugged this into my Jackery 1500 solar charger and solar generator, and it was having problems running this. It seemed like it was resetting the Starlink continuously, and so I don't know if that USB-C port that is on the Jackery if they designed it and it doesn't put out enough watts. I'm not quite sure, but I need to give that another test, because I would have thought that one for sure. The AC outlet on the Jackery worked totally fine and ran this without any problems. So you can always bring your AC adapter that comes with the Starlink Mini as well. The way I mentioned, I had a sleeve for this, much like a laptop sleeve, which is basically what this is, but it was designed specifically for this Starlink Mini. I've got this, I'll put the link for this as well. I ended up picking up the pink version because it was literally half the price of all the other colors, which was kind of funny. They clearly weren't selling the pink version too much, but it was like $9, I think. It wasn't anything big, but it's perfect. Starlink and the cable both slide right in there, and you're good to go, and that and the battery. So we're back online. It did that software update. I figured I'd run a quick speed test while we're out here and see what kind of numbers we're looking at. That's not bad. I still don't think I have the orientation correct, but we could mess with that and probably do even better. But yeah, that's not bad for out here in the middle of nowhere, getting on the internet.